Shine bright up all night. We're never slowing down.
What's up guys, it's AquaModels and today we're finally doing an updated collection tour for 2022. I recently cleaned and rearranged all of my models, so I figured it would be the perfect time to do a collection tour for you guys. Also, I have a new layout which I'm really happy with. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Here's just a really quick overview of the shelves. And now we can go on to the ponies. So we're gonna start down here at the bottom with my Cleveland Bay Conga. By the way, all of my models have been renamed unless I really love the original name. So just a pre-warning. So the first model over here is a Monokai. Then we have Bumblebee and Astro. Here we have my Carrick Conga. So here we have Stratus, who is a custom that was done by Head to Hoof Creations on Instagram. I love him, he's so pretty. Here is Rendor, and this is Phoenix. She's a resculpt that was done by Sugar Sweet Studios. She has a Carrick body and a ruffian head, and if you couldn't tell, she's a mare. Moving on to the next shelf, we have these two models that kind of look out of place because they don't have a Conga yet. But here we have Lucy and Ahsoka. Then we have my newsworthy Conga with a new bean that's on the way. Really excited about that guy. He will have an unboxing video, by the way. So first we have Legend. This is Flash, who was painted by EA Studios on Instagram. This is Wally, who was resculpted by Jonas Varoma and painted by me. This is Killian, and then here is Kanan. On the next shelf, we just have these two cubes full of models that don't have Congas at the moment. So here we have Hank. This is Excalibur. He's so pretty. He's one of my favorite Premier Club models. Then we have Elise, Elliot. Moving along, we have this little resin. I have no idea what resin it is, so if you do know, please let me know, because I'm struggling so much to identify this model. But this model's name is Penrith. Here we have Snapdragon in the middle. Up the back there we have Poe. He doesn't really have a place to go, so I kind of just stuck him in the back so you can see his flashy coat. He's so pretty. Also my brother named him. Then here we have Riker and Bakari. Moving along, we have Teenan kind of just chilling out by himself. Poor little lonely boy. Then we have my two ethereals. So this is Jax and Legacy. Legacy was painted by Waterfall Studios. Then we have my strapless Conga with two new models on the way that I'm really excited about. So here we have Casanova. This is Karua, who was painted by DF Studios. And then over here we have Freefall, who was painted by Chris Nandel, and Altea. On the next shelf we have all of my chunky beans. I love drafters, so of course I just had to put them all together. So we'll start with my Shenandoah Conga. Here we have Galaxy. He's the glossy Benelli. And then the matte Benelli is Saka, and he's wearing a halter that I made. It's so cute in those colors. Then here we have Hunk and Marcus. This is my Othello Conga, and I do have one on the way that I'm really excited about. This is Alvin. Here is Pierce, Vlad, who is painted by EA Studios. And then this is Isa. He's still getting painted by me. I've spent probably almost a year trying to finish this guy myself, but I don't really have time to do personal customs because I'm doing commissions all the time. So yeah, he will get done at some point. He's getting painted by me, and he was resculpted by Jonas Varoma. Moving up, we have my two Vermeer models. So this is Hizadukes and Teddy. Then here we have my two Firehearts. I adore this mold. So here we have Saya, and this is his brother Bruno. Then we have my Roxy Conga. So here we have Flicker. If my camera would focus, that'd be great. Okay. This is Flicker. Here we have Diana, Ginger Snap, Crash, Astrid, who was painted by Sugar Sweet Studios, And then Pacific, and I have no idea who painted this girl. She's so pretty though, and she's wearing a halter that I made as well. Then we have my two Flash models. So this is Redemption and Jet. Then we have my Shagya Arabian Conga with one on the way. So this is Leland. Then here we have Suki, Cora, who was painted by Melf 1987. And this is Rhea. We have another Chunky Bean shelf. So this is my Georg Conga, and I love the molds so much. So here we have Azeroth. This is Vendel, Dymus. This is Iroh and Ronaldo. Then here we have Honey Bear. And this is Hazel. He's kind of just chilling on the end here because he's lonely. Moving on to the next shelf, we have my Tortillas. This is Adaya. There is another one on the way, which is kind of why there's a space there. Then we have my two Troubadours. Sorry. This is Zane, who was painted by Pony Point Studios, and then Thunderbird. Then we have my Smutty Jones Conga. So here we have Sonic. He's wearing a halter that I made. Then we have a custom. His name is Caboose. He was painted by Utterly Schlake. Then here we have Hakan and Thunder. Then we have my Cantery Warmbloods. So here we have Lionheart, Kane, Tracer, and Axel. Then on the end here we have my Bluegrass Bandit Conga. So here we have Rayla, Larissa. I have a pony on the way that will be named Vitani. And this is Triss. Moving up, we have my Nakota Conga, and oh my god, I just love seeing all these guys together. I always struggled trying to keep them together because you could only fit like 2 in one like cube, so I'm glad that I can put them all together now. So this is Catalyst, who was painted by Sugar Sweet Studios. Then we have Averil, Syax, this is Scarlet, and Duncan, who was painted by Suka and Thompson of Sakori Studios. On the next shelf we have my Giselle Conga. So here we have Hera, Starfire, this is Dea and Callista. Then we have my lovely Duende Conga. I love this mold, it's so pretty. So here we have Tigran, who's wearing a flower crown and a halter made by me, and he was painted by Paint Pony Studios. Then we have Kovu, who was painted by EA Studios. This is Lucan. This is Inquisitor, who was painted by Amon Ridge Studio. And then we have Angor. On the next set of shelves, we have some very special ponies. This is my resin shelf, and I do have a lot more resins than this. Some of them are getting painted by a couple friends of mine, so that's why there's not so many here. So here we have Stromness. She was a resin that was done by Rutherial Studio, and I love her. Can't wait to paint her. This is Uko, who I finally got. He was a holy grail of mine, so I'm really happy that I have one now, and I'm really excited to paint him as well. Then here we have Alfor. He's a Wally West resin that was painted by Sue Kern Thompson and sculpted by her as well, so that's really, really cool. Then on the next shelf, we have a couple of really cool ponies. This guy is my most expensive pony ever. And no regrets, to be honest, he's absolutely gorgeous. So this is Iolia. He was a custom that was painted by Mustang Girl 66, I believe. Then here we have Blue. She's a custom Bobby Joe. I almost blanked on the mold. She was painted by Deb Brown. And then here we have Constantia, or Constantia, however you pronounce it. Kind of just chilling here. She looks really cute next to them, so I was just like, okay, that's where she's gonna go. On the next set of shelves, we have my Geronimo Conga, and there are a couple more on the way. I'm just having difficulty getting them because Australia is being really annoying when it comes to international post lately. So hopefully they come soon, and I'm really excited about them. But anyways, here we have Finn, who was painted by Fearless Thunder Breyers. And he's wearing a flower crown that Infinity Breyers made. He's so cute. Here is Kincaid, who was resculpted and painted by Fearless Thunder Breyers. Then here we have the original Geronimo Premier Club model. This is Sendak. He's wearing a halter and a lead rope that I made. And then here we have Almarak. Moving moving on, we have my gigantic Idicus Conga. So we're gonna start on this end with a gorgeous resculpt that was done by Audrey Dixon. This is Rhina. She's really, really pretty. And yes, she is a mare. The rest of them are stallions, just so you know. This guy is a custom Idicus that I have no idea who painted this guy. So yeah, I literally just got them yesterday, so I'm kind of just going off it. He does have a name though. His name is Denver, and I think he needs a little bit of repair work, but he will look so cute when he's finished. Next to him is another custom Idicus that I got in a lot from a friend. So this is Aiden. If my camera would focus, that would be great. And then next to him is Michelangelo, who is a custom that was done by Mac Studios, or Michael King. Next we have my two snowmans, and there is a huge difference in them. Like, the variation is insane. The super white one with a lot of speckles is Magnus. And then this guy, he's kind of yellowed a little bit and he doesn't have as many speckles. So his name is blank, because I am eventually going to customize him, but that's not the name he will be keeping, by the way. We have a spot for another Idicus that's on the way. His name will be Echo. Then here we have a custom Idicus. His name is Mayday. I have no idea who painted him or sculpted him. Then we have two Wapitis. This guy doesn't have a name, but this guy is Mahoa, and he's wearing a costume for my series entity. Then here we have my Chablis. This is Marco. Then here we have Cole and Nomad, who is a custom that was painted by Waterfall Studios. Now we're going to move on to probably the biggest Conga, and one of my absolute favorite Congas ever is my Dundee Conga. I love this mold so much. So let's start at this end. This is Jumanji. Here we have 4. This is Chase, who was painted by Amon Ridge Studios, and he's wearing a halter that I made. We have 2 Hals here. This one doesn't have a name, but this one is Kai. Then here we have Ingressus. This is Fanta. Here we have Naima, who's a custom that was painted by Sue Kern Thompson of Sakori Studios. Here we have Charlie, who is a custom that was painted by EA Studios. Then here we have Christoph, Alaska, wearing a gorgeous little scarf that was made by Mr. Bobby's Woolies. Then here we have Kanjigar. Next we have a couple of foals and some ponies just chilling at the front here. So here we have Tornado and Dawn. Then here we have my 2 Ambers. This is Isabel and Everil. Then we have my 2 Hawkeye foals. I think that's the name. I have no idea. Some people say it's Firefly, but I don't know. But anyways, this is Luke, who was painted by Sue Kern Thompson of Sakori Studios. And then here we have Hawkeye. There is a new model on the way, and if you couldn't tell who it is, it's Rapunzel. And then here we have Sienna just chilling at the front. Moving across, we have these 2 gorgeous Welsh pony mares. This is Ryan and Arista. Then we have the 2 foals. So this is Drake and Cameron. Here we have Luca. He's just chilling. He's my Clydesdale foal. He's so cute. And then here we have my 2 American Saddlebreds? Or is it Hackney? Hackney foals. This is Savannah and Genora. Up the back behind all the ponies and foals is my Ethereal series, new in box. They are so cool. So the earth one I call Appa. This is Zuko. Here we have Thalius, and then on the end is Sen. And then last but not least, we have all of my stone models. It's so cool to see all of them together. So at the start here we have Landon. This is Sherlock. Here we have Lily, who's a custom that was done by Deb Brown, and she's chilling alongside her best friend. This is Ivana. She's not a stone, she's a resin, but they just have to be together because they're so adorable. Then we have my Peter Stone Santa Fe Morgan Conga that I absolutely adore. Here is Shiro modeling a flower crown and halter that I made. This is Wakanda. Here we have Citadel also wearing a flower crown and halter that I made. Then we have Jay and Cody. And then lucky last, on the very end of the shelf, we have my foundation quarter horse conga. So here we have Okino, who is modeling a cute scarf by Mr. Bobby's Woolies. Then we have Tex. We have a new pony on the way, which I'm really excited about. Then here we have Voltaris and Bo. And that is all for my collection tour, you guys. Wow, I'm really in love with how far my collection has come this year. I did sell and buy quite a lot of models over the last couple months. I do also have quite a few models on the way that I'm super excited about. I will definitely be doing unboxing videos for those, so keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.
We